Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here in this presentation. So my name is Deborah Mireles. I'm actually now commercialization executive at the University of Galway, and I'm very excited to present the Innovate-to-Create Toolkit. So the Innovate-to-Create project was actually presented last year at the ASTP conference, so some of you may have already heard a little bit about it. But today, I'm here to present specifically the main outcome, which is the toolkit. But just to give you a brief overview of the Innovate-to-Create project. So it is a 2-year EU Horizon Europe funded program. It lasted 2 years. It went from 2023 to January 2025. And the partners are the University of Galway, University of Turin, who are here. So Chiara Rica was part of the project as well. And the main objective of this project is to build institutional innovation capacity across Europe. And this is also to help close the gap between emerging and more advanced innovation regions. And the main focus is to be transnational, transdisciplinary, and also inclusive. Inclusivity was a big part of the project as well. And one of the main outcomes is this toolkit that I'm here to present today. And also, we trained more than 280 participants in between the two training tiers that I'm going to speak more in the next slides. So, why did we decide to create this toolkit, or why is it so important to have this toolkit? First of all, we thought that there was a need for accessible and structured innovation pathways, especially in more modest and moderate innovation regions as well. And also, this is not like a one-time off toolkit. It is supposed to be long-term use, adaptable, so that every institution can adapt it to their own needs. So who is it for? Obviously, mainly for university and institutions of higher education, but obviously to technology transfer offices, innovation hubs and incubators, but also for program facilitators, mentors, trainers, and even policymakers as well. So what is in the toolkit? I've put there a screenshot of the table of contents itself. I'm going to tell you how to download it later. But basically, it is it's full of templates, tools, guidelines, step-by-step guides that your institutions can replicate and adapt it specifically to your needs. One of the main tools is the self-assessment tool. I'm going to show you some screenshots of it in the next slides. But it's basically so that you can assess the innovation readiness and the innovation ecosystem that surrounds your institution. It comes with a full curriculum for the 2-tier program, and it also offers guidance on how to implement this training. So I've just put there a summary of the key things. You have self-assessment and capacity building, so it comes with 2 self-assessment tools. And it also comes with a SWOT analysis tool, very specifically to innovation, and also on how to develop the action plans. There's also the program design and delivery, so it comes with all the modules, all the suggested content, the suggested delivery, and different templates and tools for each of the modules of both of the training tiers. Then we have also guidance on how to manage a transnational program, communication and dissemination strategies, how to create an inclusive equality and diversity program, and also how to create a scalable and sustainable program. So I'm not going to go in too much depth of each of the sections just because we don't have time. But just to show you, for example, one of the most important is the self-assessment tool. This one is the broader one. There's another one, and then there's also the SWOT analysis. So this one is divided in 4 pillars, which are support for innovation and entrepreneurship. This one is basically so the institution can assess their own resources and the supports they have for innovation. Then it comes to stakeholder engagement, again to evaluate their local and regional stakeholder ecosystem in terms of supports of innovation as well, and so that the institution also assess their internal and external involvement in their innovation training. And also collaboration and networking, more specifically in terms of multidisciplinary and international collaboration opportunities. So I just put the self-assessment tool there so that you can see how, how would you find it in the toolkit. So this one is for innovation and entrepreneurship, and as you can see, it has the questions and the scoring. So you have general questions like, are there structures supporting innovation? It's a yes or a no question. Then you have more specific ones, for example, how many personnel work in your university TTO, and then you have different scores depending on the number of staff that you have. Then we have it for each of the other pillars as well. So you have for stakeholder engagement, how you rate the presence of investors' funds. This is non-limited extensive. Then you have for innovation programs as well. For example, are administrative staff or professors involved in delivering these programs? None so many, and same for collaboration and networking. So these scores were left purposely broad because, again, we wanted to be adaptable for each institution, and we know that different institutions have different contexts. And then there is also a section on interpreting your results. So for each, depending on where you scored, you can see there's a little bit of guidance on what you can do to move forward. And it also comes with action plan templates so that you can make your own action plan depending on where you scored. Sorry, I don't know, is that okay? And then this is the two-tier program structure. So basically it is divided into, first is the impact series, which is a much more introductory foundational training. So it touches on subjects of fundamentals of innovation, ideation, research impact, etc. It is delivered over 7 weeks online. And it touches kind of like the same subjects of the Impact Accelerator, but in a much more introductory manner. So the Impact Accelerator is much more advanced, more intensive. Each module is 4 hours. And one of the main features is that each participant gets a mentor, and this mentor accompanies the participant through the whole journey. So it is a great training, and it's a great opportunity for the participants. And this one focuses a little bit more on market validation, IP, commercialization, and pitching to investors. So I just wanted to put the modules here of the impact series structure. You can see it does have like IP, ideation, research impact, launching a startup. But again, it's on an introductory level. And the toolkit offers guidelines on what are the learning objectives, what is the suggested content, how to deliver it, especially online, and the different tools and templates. And then these are the modules for the Impact Accelerator. So this one focuses much more, for example, on market validation. One of the main deliverables is actually a market research report, and the participants also have to fill an IDF form as well. And as you can see, the last module is light camera action, which basically they present their ideas in a pitching to investors manner. And of course, it also comes with suggested content and delivery guidance. So here you can see the pictures of the last pitching day. So you have the 3 universities there. Each university has their internal competition, and then there's like a kind of like a Eurovision competition at the end where one participant wins the best pitching. So the toolkit also comes with advice on how to manage a transactional program. So it comes with tips on how to communicate with each other, how to manage the information that comes, how to manage the knowledge, the feedback, the importance of having in-person meetings, and any challenges that may arise and how to mitigate these challenges. So this is, for example, how we suggest to manage the meetings. We had a meeting at the beginning, a meeting at the middle, and then one at the end to review the outcomes and the extra steps. It also comes with communication and dissemination strategy. So what's the target audience, how to frame your messages, and any recommended channels. So for example, we build our own website, and we use social media like LinkedIn and X. These are just examples of our visuals and the messages that we put out. It also comes with a plan of how to create, with a step-by-step guide on how to create an inclusiveness and equality plan. So you can see the steps by steps that are full developed in the toolkit. And it comes also with templates. So for example, this one is our template for selection and criteria evaluation to select our Impact Accelerator participants. And finally, it also comes with a plan on how to make this program to be scalable and sustainable. So it's divided in those 4 pillars as well: operational sustainability, anything to do with digital infrastructure and the management of the information and the knowledge; financial sustainability, if applicable to your institution, might not be; educational and capacity building sustainability. So for example, use the training to be part of an existing academic program. So for example, PhDs can get credit to do that training towards their PhDs. And social and economic sustainability, again, anything to do with inclusivity, equality, etc. It also comes with different templates. This one, you create your milestone, your objective, and your template, your timeline. So I want to invite all of you to download the toolkit, adapt it to your institution, and use these tools, these templates, so that you can foster and grow your innovation ecosystems. This is where you can find the toolkit. So I put a QR there. You can automatically download it now. And it's also available in the Innovate-2-CREATE website, and also in the ASTP website in the Resources Impact section. And if it's launched already, but we are continuously improving. So if you download it and you have any suggestions that you want to give to us, you can contact me directly, or you can also use the Innovate-2-CREATE website contact. And yep, thank you very much.
Big up,